We got the Monkey God back here on the program. Jared Brooks, who's coming off a win this past weekend at UFC 228 over Roberto Sanchez. Jared, what's going on, man? How are you?
I'm doing great, man. Just got to Michigan, get to chill with my coach, James Lee. He was unfortunately unable to be in my corner, but now we're celebrating, and yeah, I'm living high right now.
Absolutely, man. And congratulations on the win. This was short notice. You're coming off that loss to Shorty Torres. Was there any added pressure heading into this fight? It seemed like you were really relaxed even when we spoke before you headed into the cage.
Yeah, I mean, it was 5 days notice, so I get to, just go in there, don't have to think, don't have to, I mean, I was out of shape, don't get me wrong, but I got to go in and showcase on 5 days notice, and I got to show people that I can do this, right off the couch.
I agree. And was there anything about Roberto in the fight that surprised you at all? I know you didn't have much time to prepare for him, but was there anything that you weren't expecting?
Yeah, he was extremely strong. He was somebody that was awkward. He has a very awkward stance. It's something that when you're watching video, you're like, man, I'm gonna destroy this guy. But then when you're out there with him, it's a completely different thing. So, hats off to Roberto Sanchez. He's a great guy. He's a great father. He's pushed himself just as hard as I am to get to where he is. So, gotta give hats off to him.
What was the game plan heading into the fight?
To try to knock him out on the feet, man. He just did a really good job, and I'm a wrestler. He did a really good job of closing the distance quick and getting a single leg. He took me down, and that really pisses me off sometimes. I don't really like to get taken down by somebody that's not a wrestler, but at the end of the day, I still pushed through it and got the win.
They're reading the scorecards. You're going to the judges' scorecards. They're starting to read them. What's going through your head? Are you like, is this the Figueiredo fight all over again?
Man, to be honest, dude, after a fight, I just don't know, man. I really don't know. If I don't get a knockout, who knows? Yeah, the Figueredo stuff kind of gave me a little bit of anxiety about judges. But yeah, seeing that they gave Roberto the other nod, I was like, damn, well, this probably could happen again. And if it did, then so be it. I'm still going to be climbing up and still going to be the same Jared Brooks as I was before the fight.
So you get the win, weights lifted off your shoulders, you're back in the win column. How do you celebrate after a fight like that?
Man, Diego Sanchez, bro, that guy knows how to party. I have never met anybody in my whole life that can party harder than Diego Sanchez. But I got to chill with people like Dan Mergliata. Um, Props to Dan. He definitely had a good stoppage with me in that Shorty Torres fight too, and made us look like hobbits out there. And Dan Mergliata is absolutely huge. But yeah, I got to celebrate with my friends and my family and all of my teammates at MTT. Shout out to Cody Stamann. It wasn't his day, but he went out there and he fought with all the heart. He's the hardest worker that I know, and he's going to be back on top here soon.
You kind of just glanced over this, and I know you can't talk about it too much, but you got to party with Diego Sanchez. How did that even come together, and what did you guys get up to that you can tell us here that's not going to get anyone in trouble?
It was just we were just in a bar, man, inside of the hotel, and I just seen Diego, and I told him, man, you're an inspiration. Like ever since the Ultimate Fighter won, when you won that, like he fought exactly how he needed to fight, and we were talking about that, and he was a little tipsy, and we were just having fun, man. It was just a great time, and there's a lot of other UFC fighters there, but he stuck out to me the most. Same with Alan Belcher. Alan Belcher knows how to party too.
That's good. Any future plans of going to train with any of those guys after? Because it seems like you guys struck up a good friendship.
Yeah, Alan Belcher and I talked. We exchanged numbers and stuff like that. He said whenever I'm in Mississippi, I can come train with him, Jason Knight, and Brandon. He just
Davis.
fought
Yep.
Brandon Davis. Yeah, Brandon Davis. That dude has some cojones for stepping up against the beat. Yeah, I always get mixed up with those
We all
Russian.
do, especially that last name. It's a little tricky. So
Yeah, but I really appreciated, like, those guys. They could have just brushed me off and been like, yeah, this is just another, UFC upcomer that's on my list. But no, I really appreciate those guys, man. The MMA grandfathers and the fathers, they are the reason why I am where I am today.
Have you talked to Cody since the loss? I mean, obviously, I saw the Facebook post and everything, but have you touched base with him since his fight's over?
To be honest, not really. I'm gonna be seeing him in the gym, so he's my fam. At the end of the day, I just don't want to be that guy that's like, the winning side of the team. That's like, yeah, man, well, you're doing good. I just didn't want to be that guy.
Right. Yeah.
I
No, no.
love Cody to death, and he knows that, and that's all he needs to know at the end of the day.
Okay. When are you? So you mentioned you're at the gym now. When are you actually getting back to training? Are you going to take the week off? Or are you getting back in right now?
I'm gonna go to Harry Potter World with my best friend Justin Scoggins, and we're just gonna have a blast for a week, and then yeah, it's back to training. Hopefully, they can get me on that UFC Toronto card. I know that you would like that, James, fellow Canadian, but but yeah, I would love to fight in Toronto and fight by the end of the year, and I proved that I can fight on short notice too. So if anybody backs out, then I'm always ready. I wasn't ready. I wasn't completely ready for this fight because it was 5 days notice. But I mean, 2 weeks, I can easily get ready and be in way better shape.
Excellent. Is there anyone you're eyeing as far as an opponent next?
I was kind of a little flustered when I always see Joe Rogan. I don't know what to say. I feel like Ricky Bobby. I'm like, I don't know what to do with my hands. You know what I'm saying? So I think that it's either, Alex Sandoval, he ran away from me. I would like to fight Alex. I would love to fight Jose Torres again. I know that I'm better than Jose. Yeah, anybody in the top 10 that they want to give me. I'm renegotiating my contract, so whenever they want to give me a tough fight, I'm down for it. Give me that tough fight so I can prove to people where I'm at.
Are you a free agent right now, or is this? Do you have one more fight?
It's pretty much free agency, but we're renegotiating my contract. This is I had a 4 fight contract. I fought 4 times, so hopefully I'll get that next four fight contract.
Had you been to Toronto before?
No, I haven't.
Weird. Okay, because it's
I've
not
only
that far
been
away
to
from New York.
Windsor one time in my life, and it was a blast when I went to Windsor. It was great. All the people are just extremely nice, and made me feel at home. So hopefully Toronto can too when I go there.
Oh, Toronto's no offense to Windsor, but Toronto's like it's a completely different thing. It's like in the New York of Canada. I think you'd have a good time down here. It'd be pretty good. So got to get that going. Got to get a hashtag started or something. See if Dana White can get you on that card.
Yeah, I need to roll through the six with my woes.
Speaking of social media, how was social media this time around after the fight? Because it seemed like a lot of people were sympathetic towards you with the judging and how bad it was.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't really sympathetic. It was at least a lot more like positive and, people telling me that I ain't scoring on my own goals and just calling me a wrestler. They're seeing a little bit more diversity out of me, and I think that the people at the end of the day, they can scar you or they can bring you down, but it really doesn't matter to me. The only people that matter to me in my life are my family and my friends and the people that are closest to me, because those are the people that really know me.
Very well said, and congratulations on the win, Jared. That was a great performance. Just remind people where they can find you on social media, and if you have any sponsors or shout-outs, the floor is yours.
Yeah, you guys can find me at _monkey god on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. You can just look me up as Jared Brooks and I'll add you back. Yeah, I just really want to thank all my coaches, Kara Rowe, MTT, Detroit Jiu-Jitsu. They're the best jiu-jitsu school probably in the United States right now, in my opinion. Not stepping on any other toes. You got, yeah, Michigan Top Team, James Lee's MASH Fight Team. I want to thank my dad. My dad was in my corner for the first time, and that was a very special experience for me. I want to thank, people that have always been in my corner, threw me money when I was broke. This is a fighter game, man. You're going to be broke sometimes, and people definitely helped me get to where I am right now.